Los Angeles parking lot, August 1971. A 380-pound NFL linebacker blocks Bruce Lee's car and yells, "Move it, Asian boy, real Americans parking here." Bruce steps out of his Porsche, 5 feet 7 inches, 140 pounds. The linebacker laughs. What happens in the next 6 seconds doesn't just put the linebacker in an ambulance. It ends his NFL career, costs him his contract, and becomes the reason the Los Angeles Rams add conduct clause to every player agreement. And it starts with a parking space. But first, you need to understand who Marcus the Wall Patterson was. Los Angeles, August 14, 1971. Saturday afternoon, 2:30 p.m., the Sunset Plaza shopping center parking lot. Upscale area, boutique shops, expensive restaurants. The parking lot is nearly full. Weekend shopping crowd, families, couples, wealthy L.A. residents. Marcus the Wall Patterson, 26 years old, 6 feet 6 inches, 380 pounds. Los Angeles Rams defensive tackle, 3rd year in the NFL, starting position, Pro Bowl consideration. $85,000 annual salary. Massive money for 1971. He was a monster. College football star at USC, first-round draft pick, known for crushing quarterbacks, known for ending careers, known for being the biggest, strongest, most intimidating player on the field. Off the field, Marcus had a reputation too. Not a good one. Arrogant, entitled, believed his size and status gave him privileges, believed rules didn't apply to him, believed he could do whatever he wanted because he was an NFL player. The Rams tolerated it. Winning teams tolerate problem players. Marcus was good, really good. His statistics were impressive. His presence on defense was dominant. Coaches looked the other way. Management ignored complaints. As long as he performed on Sundays, nothing else mattered. August 14th, Marcus was shopping with his girlfriend, buying clothes, spending money, feeling good. Season starting in 3 weeks. Contract extension being negotiated. Life was perfect. They finished shopping, multiple bags, expensive purchases, walked to the parking lot. Marcus's car was parked in a handicapped space, no disabled placard, no permit, just parked there because he wanted to. Because he could. Because nobody would stop him. As they approached, Marcus noticed something. A black Porsche 911 was trying to back into the space next to his car. The space Marcus had mentally claimed as his own. The space he needed to load his bags without interference. The Porsche was reversing slowly, carefully. The driver couldn't see Marcus approaching from behind. Marcus stepped directly behind the Porsche, blocking it. The car stopped, reverse lights still on, engine idling. Marcus slammed his massive hand on the trunk. Bang! The sound echoed across the parking lot. People turned, looked. The Porsche's engine cut off. Silence. Then the driver's door opened. Bruce Lee stepped out. Simple clothes, black pants, white button-down shirt, sunglasses. He was carrying a small shopping bag. He had just purchased a gift for Linda. A quiet Saturday afternoon shopping trip. He looked at Marcus, at the massive man standing behind his car, at the handprint on his Porsche's trunk. "Excuse me," Bruce said, his voice calm. "Is there a problem?" Marcus looked down at him, down a full 11 inches, at the small Asian man who weighed less than half what he weighed. "Yeah, there's a problem," Marcus said, his voice loud, intentionally loud, making a scene. "You're in my way. This is my parking area." Bruce glanced around. "This is a public parking lot. This is a legal space. I'm parking here." "Not anymore, you're not." Marcus crossed his arms. 380 pounds of muscle, arms like tree trunks. "Move your car, now." What Marcus said next crossed every line. Bruce stayed calm. "I'm not moving, I'm legally parked. If you have a problem, we can call parking security. Marcus's girlfriend, standing to the side, whispered, "Marcus, let's just go. It's not worth it." Marcus ignored her. His ego was engaged now. This small Asian guy was challenging him. In public, in front of his girlfriend, in front of a dozen witnesses who were starting to gather. "Listen, Asian boy," Marcus said, the words sharp, deliberately offensive. "Real Americans park here, you understand? Go back to Chinatown where you belong." The parking lot went quiet. A dozen people stopped, watching, uncomfortable. This wasn't just a parking dispute anymore. This was racism. Open, ugly, public. Bruce removed his sunglasses, folded them carefully, put them in his shirt pocket. His expression didn't change, but his eyes went cold. "What did you call me?" Bruce's voice quiet, dangerous quiet. Marcus smiled. He was enjoying this. "Asian boy. That's what you are, right? Little Asian boy who doesn't know his place." Bruce set his shopping bag on the ground, stepped away from his car, stood facing Marcus directly. "Apologize," Bruce said simply. Marcus laughed, a big, booming laugh. "Apologize to you? You're like a toy. I could snap you in half." He stepped closer, used his size, towered over Bruce. 380 pounds of intimidation, 6 feet 6 inches of physical dominance. "Look at you," Marcus said. "What are you, 140 pounds? Maybe 150? I bench press more than you weigh. You want to do something about this? Because I'll put you in the hospital." Bruce didn't move, didn't step back, didn't show fear. Just stood there, looking up at the massive NFL player. "Last chance," Bruce said. "Apologize for the racist comment. Move away from my car. We both leave, no problem." Marcus's smile faded. "Or what, little man? What are you going to do?" Bruce's answer was quiet, simple, direct. "I'm going to put you on the ground." The crowd gasped. This small Asian man just threatened an NFL linebacker, a 380-pound professional athlete. This was insane. This was suicide. Marcus's girlfriend grabbed his arm. "Marcus, he's crazy. Let's just go." Marcus shook her off. "No, I want to teach this little guy a lesson. He needs to learn respect." He looked at Bruce. "You got one shot, one free shot. Hit me your best punch right here." He tapped his chin. "Let's see what Kung Fu can do against a real man." The crowd grew. 20 people now, watching, some pulling out cameras. This was going to be interesting. Tragic, but interesting. Bruce looked at Marcus's chin, then at his eyes. "You're sure?" "I'm sure. Hit me, your best shot. I won't even move." What happened in the next 6 seconds shocked everyone. Second 1 to 2. Bruce didn't punch Marcus's chin. That's what Marcus expected. That's what everyone expected. Instead, Bruce's right leg came up, fast, faster than anyone could track. A sidekick aimed not at Marcus's head, not at his chest, but at his left knee. The heel of Bruce's foot connected with the outside of Marcus's kneecap with surgical precision. Not his knee joint. His kneecap specifically. The floating bone. The vulnerable structure. The impact was devastating. 140 pounds of body weight channeled through perfect technique into a 2-inch contact point. The force exceeded what the kneecap could absorb. Marcus's knee buckled, not bent, buckled. His leg gave out completely. 380 pounds started falling. Second 3 to 4. Marcus tried to catch himself. His hands reached out. His other leg tried to compensate for the destroyed knee. It couldn't. Too much weight. Too much momentum. Too sudden. He went down hard. On his side. And the impact shook the parking lot. Several car alarms went off from the vibration. Marcus lay on the asphalt, his left leg at an unnatural angle, his face showing shock, Confusion. Pain hadn't registered yet. Just confusion. How? How did the small Asian guy just drop him? Second 5 to 6, Bruce stepped closer. Not to attack, to assess, to make sure Marcus stayed down. Marcus tried to push himself up, put weight on his left leg. His knee wouldn't support it at all. Something was wrong, very wrong. He looked at his leg, at the knee that was already starting to swell, at the kneecap that was no longer in the right position. Then the pain hit, delayed but devastating. Marcus screamed, actually screamed, a sound a 380-pound NFL linebacker should never make in public. His hands went to his knee, trying to hold it, trying to make it stop, but the damage was done. The kneecap was fractured, ligaments torn, cartilage damaged, 6 seconds from racist comment to career-ending injury. The crowd stood frozen. 20 witnesses, nobody moving, nobody speaking. They had just watched a 140-pound man destroy a 380-pound NFL player in 6 seconds. Marcus's girlfriend dropped to her knees beside him. Oh my God, Marcus, don't move, don't move. She looked up at Bruce. Her face showed fear, anger, confusion. What did you do to him? Bruce's voice was calm, professional. I defended myself against a threat. Call an ambulance. His knee is seriously injured. He needs medical attention. Someone in the crowd already had. Paramedics were on their way. Bruce walked back to his Porsche, got in, started the engine, backed carefully out of the space, and Marcus was still on the ground behind where his car had been, still screaming, still holding his knee. Bruce drove away, not speeding, not rushing, just leaving. A normal Saturday afternoon drive. Behind him, the parking lot erupted, people talking, arguing, cameras clicking, 20 witnesses all trying to process what they had seen. Marcus lay on the asphalt for 12 minutes before the ambulance arrived. Longest 12 minutes of his life. The pain was unbearable. But worse than the pain was the realization. His knee was destroyed, he could feel it, something fundamental had broken. The paramedics arrived, loaded him onto a stretcher, his girlfriend crying, explaining what happened. The witnesses confirming. The small Asian guy kicked him once, just once. The big guy went down. At the hospital, X-rays confirmed it. To fractured patella, torn MCL, torn meniscus, severe damage. Surgery required, 6 months recovery minimum, maybe 9 months. Maybe never fully recovered. The doctor, a sports medicine specialist who had treated NFL players before, examined the injury with professional interest. This is unusual damage, the doctor said. The kneecap fractured from lateral impact, precise impact. Whoever did this knew exactly where to strike and exactly how much force to use. Marcus, dosed with painkillers, managed to speak. It was some Asian guy, small guy, maybe 140 pounds. The doctor raised an eyebrow. A 140-pound man did this to you? He kicked me once. I didn't even see it coming. The doctor made notes, said nothing, but his expression said everything. A 140-pound man had delivered a kick precise enough and powerful enough to end a professional athlete's career. What happened next destroyed Marcus's entire life. The Rams investigated. 20 witnesses confirmed the story. Marcus used racist language, parked illegally in a handicapped space, threatened a smaller man, offered a free shot, got destroyed in 6 seconds. Media headlines. Rams linebacker injured in parking lot altercation. The racist comments went public, the illegal parking, the embarrassing loss to someone half his size. August 20th, surgery, fractured patella, torn MCL, torn meniscus, 6 to 9 months recovery, maybe never fully healed. August 25th, the Rams terminated Marcus's contract. Conduct clause, Racist language, public embarrassment, behavior detrimental to the team. Marcus lost his $85,000 salary. He lost his Pro Bowl chances. Lost his NFL career. 6 seconds in a parking lot cost him everything. One witness identified Bruce Lee, martial arts instructor, Green Hornet actor. The Rams researched, understood. Marcus hadn't fought a random tourist. He'd fought one of the world's best martial artists. The Rams didn't pursue legal action, too embarrassing. Instead, they quietly added conduct clauses to every contract. Warned every player. Marcus became the cautionary tale. What happens when ego and racism meet reality? August 1971. A parking lot. A racist comment. 6 seconds. A destroyed knee. A ruined career. Marcus chose everything. Illegal parking. Blocking Bruce's car. Racist language. Threats. Offering a free shot. Every choice led to the next. Bruce gave him chances, asked for an apology, asked him to move, warned him. Marcus refused. Let ego and racism drive every decision. One kick. Surgical precision. Career over. Marcus never played professional football again. His knee healed, but never well enough for the NFL. He tried comebacks, failed, ended up working construction. By 1980, permanent limp, constant pain. Daily reminder of 6 seconds. 20 witnesses learned that day. Size doesn't equal skill. Weight doesn't guarantee victory. Racism has consequences. Bruce Lee said, "The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus." August 1971. Marcus Patterson was 380 pounds of muscle and ego. Bruce Lee was 140 pounds of focus and precision. In 6 seconds, focus defeated muscle. Precision defeated size. Intelligence defeated arrogance. Marcus lost everything. Contract, career, future, respect. All because he made assumptions based on appearance. All because he chose racism over respect. All because he offered a free shot to someone who had spent 30 years perfecting the art of combat. The parking lot at Sunset Plaza Shopping Center still exists. The space where it happened hasn't changed, but 20 witnesses remember. Remember the day an NFL linebacker learned that size means nothing. Remember the day racism had immediate consequences. Remember 6 seconds that changed 2 lives forever. Bruce Lee drove home that afternoon, had dinner with Linda. Never mentioned what happened. It was just another day, another parking lot, another person who needed to learn a lesson. For Marcus Patterson, those 6 seconds defined the rest of his life. The moment everything changed, the moment his career ended, and the moment he learned that the world doesn't care how big you are if you don't know how to use that size. 6 seconds, 1 kick, 20 witnesses, 1 destroyed knee, 1 ruined career, 1 lesson that echoes 50 years later. Never underestimate someone based on size, and never let racism drive your decisions. The consequences are permanent. Be like water, my friend.